It is the year 2075. A group of researchers walks across cracked, sun-bleached asphalt. Above them, the skeletal remains of the Burj Khalifa, once the tallest building in the world, now a hollow monument to forgotten ambition. Dubai has become a museum, not one built with glass and marble, but one sculpted by collapse, decay, and desert reclamation. They called it the city of the future, but the future had other plans. Its roads are broken, its power grids corroded. Once pristine, beaches now buried under dunes. The artificial islands, now homes to coral and seaweed. No longer a symbol of human dominance, but of ecological indifference. The tourists are gone. The investments vanished. And all that remains is a story etched into concrete and sand. In the early 21st century, Dubai rose from the desert like a mirage. Fueled by oil, debt, and spectacle, it became a playground for the ultra-rich. Ski slopes inside malls, islands shaped like continents, 830-meter skyscrapers. It wasn't about solving problems. It was about defying nature. But underneath the gloss was a fragile core. The city was built faster than its systems could support. Sewage was trucked out manually. Entire neighborhoods were left half-completed. The more they built, the more they needed to pretend it was sustainable. Everything had to appear flawless. Glittering surfaces, polished ads, futuristic PR videos. But cracks began to form beneath. Strains in power consumption, rising temperatures, limited freshwater. It was a mirage, engineered to be admired but never questioned. Behind, the skyline was a ticking clock. Dubai had no rivers, no lakes. Its water came from massive desalination plants that burned fossil fuels to survive. As global temperatures soared, the cost of cooling the city skyrocketed. Air conditioners ran 24/7. Even bus stops were air-conditioned. Water from desalination required more and more energy as sea levels rose and salinity increased. Then came the droughts, the heat waves. And when fuel prices surged and supply lines fractured, the plants went silent. Without water, the fountains stopped, the palms withered, and the people left. Mass migration began in waves. Flights filled with one-way tickets. Investments turned into ghost assets. Foreign workers, once the majority, vanished. And in their place, the desert crept forward one dune at a time. By 2060, Dubai became something else. Not a city, but a cautionary exhibit. Governments funded archaeological tours of the abandoned metropolis. Climate historians studied the artificial islands now home to mutated coral. Researchers in biohazard suits surveyed crumbling towers, analyzing decades-old construction failures. The Museum of a Failed Future opened in what remained of the Mall of the Emirates. Inside, displays of air-conditioned bus shelters, fossilized skyscraper fragments, digital records of influencer culture. Tour guides described not a war, but a surrender. A city that died peacefully while looking perfect, like a tomb sealed in gold. We once called Dubai a glimpse of tomorrow, but maybe it was a warning of what happens when ambition ignores reality, of what the earth does when it reclaims what was taken. And maybe, someday, new cities will rise from these sands. Hopefully not as monuments to denial, but to understanding. Perhaps their architects will walk these ruins first, to study not how to build higher, but how to last longer. Until then, Dubai remains silent, not forgotten, just fossilized.